What's the best or the most memorable piece of advice that your mum has given you that really springs to mind that you carry with you?
My mom's thing is a 72-hour rule. I mean, it happened years and years and years ago when, you know, the first time I ever had it was like just when the culture, the internet, like blog gossip culture was happening, and they had like edited some picture of me and my cousin or something, and I was like, oh, this is it. Like, oh man, everyone's gonna believe this. Look at the edit. It's like crazy, like some crazy, I forget what it even was, but my mom said to me, she said, you know what? She said, you'll go to sleep tonight, you'll wake up and it'll still bother you, then you'll go to sleep again and you'll wake up and it'll bother you a little less. And then on the third day, you'll wake up and someone else will have done something stupid enough that everyone will forget.
It's totally true. It's the 2 or 3 days again.
Well, that's the 72-hour rule, right? And I always said, so I've learned to control my emotions for those first 2 or 3 days, and that's why I don't run to social media and start, you know, yapping about how my anger or my frustration, I let it sit. Yeah. And it always goes away, man.
What do you say to young men who come to you for advice, who feel lost, who don't really know where they fit into society?
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. And I think that a lot of people have forgotten about how difficult and how competitive it is as a man. We're always in constant competition with each other. And it's your duty as a man to stand up and say, I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible. And I need to work hard to achieve those things.
Why I think I fight. Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy training? No. Do I enjoy cutting weight? No. Am I nervous? Yes. Do I think to myself, what am I doing? Yes. Completely. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you're either born with or you're not. And the only way I can explain it, to try and make it make any sense, is that if I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom. I can't explain it. I see other people live their lives and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend because I want to watch this movie. I think, who cares about a movie? You're looking forward to the weekend for a movie? Looking forward to the weekend to get drunk? Like, these things to me are so mundane. They mean nothing. And if I don't fight, if I'm not in a situation where I'm stressed or worried or concerned, I'm just perpetually bored. And boredom's crippling. If you're an intelligent person and you've got a good brain on your shoulders, you can't just sit there bored, you know? So most smart people take the academic route to avoid boredom, and they learn, but that's never really interested me either. Although I've always been an intelligent guy and I've always done well academically, it never really interested me. And then I see people climb Mount Everest or jump off buildings or do base jumping, or the guy who jumped from space. People think, what's he doing? He's crazy. I understand. Because some people can't live normal lives. Some people cannot just function 9-to-5 office job, get drunk at the weekends. That is not for some individuals, and it's not for me.
You have to stop living your life like a fucking coward. That girlfriend nagging at you, fuck her off. The people telling you to stay at home and keep working your job, fuck them off. Retirement, you're not even gonna make retirement. You're either gonna be dead for real or dead inside. You're not gonna make retirement at this rate. You need to do something. You need to take risks. You need to go to places. You need to generate millions of dollars. You need the world's most beautiful women, the fastest cars, the finest cigars. You need all of the best things that exist on the planet. You need to wake up and put on Dior suits and just walk around and everyone know your fucking name and everyone know your drinks order. And when you turn up at a hotel you haven't been to in 2 years, they're like, oh, Mr. Tate, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Oh, the president's suite, Mr. Tate. You need to be that fucking nigger. Because any other life besides that as a man makes you want to kill yourself. That is why you constantly feel like killing yourself. You look at your girlfriend's face and you want to kill yourself. And if I was you and I had to look at that bitch, I'd want to kill myself too. You can do better.
Word for word, you said, I felt when we stared down, I felt his right hand was twitching, which was a subtle tell for me. He is ready to unload that right hand, and I feel that could be a downfall for him. If he lets that right hand go, I will not be there. I simply enter the way I enter, but all of a sudden, he will be in danger. How do you do that? How do you predict these
if
things?
you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
I was in the military. We go on these instructor-led runs. Most of the time, we knew the start and end point. So on the way back, I started seeing people getting happy and shit because the end was near. But there were some asshole instructors that would hear the happiness and go right on past the end point. When that happened, everybody stopped talking, heads would stop dropping, and I started taking fucking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are. Stay hard.
I believe that men have the divine imperative to become as capable, powerful, and competent as possible in this life. I believe men have the sacred duty to protect and provide for the important people in their lives. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise strong, capable, and honorable sons. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise kind, feminine, and virtuous daughters. I utterly disapprove of violence within romantic or familiar relationships. I believe that a man has the sacred duty to hold true to his word and do exactly what he says he will do. I believe that a man's life is difficult and that he has the sacred duty to become strong to handle such difficulty. I believe men are personally responsible for their actions and for the results they achieve in their lives. I believe in emotional control and the vital need to become disciplined and professional in all things. I believe that men have the sacred duty to approach everything in life from a position of strength. I believe that all men have the sacred duty to become men of upright and virtuous character and live above all possible reproach. I believe it is incumbent upon me to ruthlessly identify my own weaknesses and limitations, and I eagerly work to overcome them and become more capable in all realms. I seek to improve my personal freedom to think, act, and live true to my masculine imperative in all ways. I believe each man has a sacred duty to mold the physical body into the strongest, most resilient, and most capable version of itself. I believe that men have the sacred duty to rigorously train themselves, both physically and mentally, every day. I believe in acquiring wealth and abundance in order to improve my life and do good for those I care about. I believe in the merits of healthy competition and constantly encourage all men to seek out competition to improve themselves. I believe that masculine brotherhood is essential to men's mental health, happiness, and success, and I relentlessly encourage men to meet together, train together, and work together. I believe in honoring my ancestors and living in a way that would make most of them proud of me today. I do good in the world and seek to help those less fortunate. I believe all men have the responsibility to lead and guide those they care about for greater health, prosperity, and happiness. I choose to only interact with those who are respectful and civil to me in return for my own respectfulness and civility. I believe I have an imperative to only spend my time in a way that I determine is beneficial, uplifting, and empowering to myself and others. I choose to only allow myself to be influenced by those who I believe have my best interests in mind. And the final one. Each day, I dedicate myself anew to create the greatest possible positive impact on the world and do the work necessary to achieve a greater masculine excellence across all realms of human endeavor. Being rich means nothing. Being rich is boring. It is only fun because you remember being poor. Otherwise, it's shit. You don't want a Ferrari. You want to be able to say, I can't believe I can afford a Ferrari when I used to not be able to afford food. That's the whole point of it. You need the negative. The negative is everything. This is what people don't understand. All the dark times, all the bad times, all the negative things that happen to them, that's the only thing that actually generates happiness for you. The happiness isn't happy in and of itself. It's a reflection off of the negative. You need the negatives to be happy. If you don't have negative thoughts or negative memories in your mind, you can never be happy ever. This is why kids who are born into rich families with really privileged upbringings end up doing a whole bunch of drugs and being retarded and stupid.
I'm committed. I'm committed to my goals. I can't cheat myself, bro. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with the self-sabotage. Like, dude, I'm here to win, not win against the world. I'm trying to beat myself. I beat myself every day. Conquer, conquer, conquer. Because if you can conquer yourself, you can conquer anyone.